Hello students, today I am going to teach you a very nice poem composed by Robert Frost, an American poet, and the poem is Fire and Ice. There is quite uniqueness in the title of this poem because in the title we get two words, fire and ice. Both are contrasting words, opposite words you can say, and the title symbolizes human evils, human vices. Because, and what is second uniqueness of this poem is that the title of this poem is literally and symbolically, in both aspects, quite relevant and correct. Here it has been used metaphorically. Fire symbolizes human fury, human anger, human passion. You can say passion for power, passion for wealth. In present days, we also find that this type of fire means passion is quite in this world, and it is a burning issue of the world before us. And second is ice. Ice symbolizes insensitivity. Coldness means when we have no feeling, when some others fall in several type of miseries, when we don't care for them, it is also a very bad vice of human beings. Now we study the whole poem. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. This poem is divided into two stanzas. First stanza consisting of 4 lines. Second stanza consisting of 1 to 5th lines, 5 lines. In the beginning of the poem, the poet doesn't express his own views. He says, some say, means it is not my opinion, but it is the opinion of some scientists, some persons who thinks that the world will end in fire. Thus, the world will meet an end for its own faults, its own anger, its own fury, its own passion for wealth, passion for love, passion for power. In the second line, some say in ice. Here again the poet says, it may be, it means ice may be the sufficient reason for destroying this world, for destroying this humanity. Ice, as you know, it has been used symbolically, showing hatred, despise, showing insensitivity, lack of sympathy. From third line, the poet expresses his own opinion. From what I have tasted of desire. I have tasted of desire. I have means according to poet, as the poet also thinks. What? I hold with those who favor fire. What is the opinion of the poet? The poet supports fire, means passion, desire for the destruction of this earth. In second stanza, but if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate. But if it had to perish twice, according to poet, if this humanity has to meet its end second time, twice means again, what would be the sufficient reason? I think I know enough of hate. Hate means the title indicates eyes. Eyes indicates hatred among ourselves. So eyes or hate would be the sufficient reason for the destruction of this earth. To say that for destruction eyes is also great. Eyes is also great. Means eyes is enough for destruction and would suffice. Suffice means sufficient. It means the poet, if we ponder over its literal sense, in literal sense, fire means due to heat, due to global warming. The sun is getting heat and heat day by day, or due to the extreme heat of the sun, or extreme heat, what is in the core of the earth will be destroyed. It is literal sense. And ice also. When we talk of literal sense, the earth will get colder and colder, and one day all living bodies and everything will freeze. So nothing would survive then. And when we talk of symbolically, we have seen First World War, Second World War, and we are standing on the verge of Third World War. And what is the reason of this fury? This is the desire, this is the passion for power, passion for wealth, passion for dominating the world. So, and again, insensitivity means lack of sympathy may be sufficient reason for the destruction of this earth. So, in the beginning of this poem, I already told you that the title of this poem, Fire and Ice, both are contradictory words, but both these words are literally and symbolically quite clear in the sense, and they are very relevant to the modern era and for the coming generation. Now I shall see the poetic devices, the rhetoric, literary devices used in this poem. First is anaphora. Anaphora, here is anaphora is that poetic device in which two or more lines start with same words. That is anaphora. Here is, some say the world will end in fire. Some say. In second line also, some say in ice. So, with these two words, two consecutive lines have been started. So that is anaphora. Second is alliteration. Second is alliteration, repetition of same consonant sound at the beginning of two or more words. In alliteration we find repetition of same sound. You may say same consonant sound at the beginning of the words. An example is here. Also, some say. Here is favor, fire. World will, world will. So these are nice examples of alliteration. Third poetic device is assonance. Assonance, we should know assonance and consonance. Repetition of consonant sound in two or more words in a line, that is consonants. And assonance, we can say repetition of same vowel sound in two or more words in a line, that is assonance. What is the example of assonance? Will end in fire. Will in I. I is prominent in these words. Another example. Hold those who. Hold those who. O. O sound is prominent in these words. So another poetic device is assonance. And fourth poetic device is here enjambment. Enjambment, as we know, when two or more lines continue without any punctuation marks, that is enjambment. Here the first line, some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. So in these two lines there is no punctuation, only full stop is in the last word, after the last word of the second line. In second stanza, I think I know enough of it to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. In second stanza, 4 lines continue without any punctuation marks. So this poetic device is enjambment. And finally, we will see a rhyme scheme. What is the rhyme scheme? As I have written here, fire, desire, fire, ice. Fire, A, ice. Different rhyme. So it should be B. Fire resembles with desire. So again A, fire, again A. So rhyme scheme of first stanza is A, B, A. And in second stanza, what is the rhyme scheme? Here is twice, A, hate, another sound. So another rhyming. So A, B, ice. Ice symbolizes twice. Again A, hate, great. So great should be B, and at last suffice. Twice, ice, suffice. So what will be the rhyme scheme of second stanza? It should be A, B, A. So this is the full description of this poem. And finally, I would like to suggest all of you to subscribe YouTube channel whose title is, the title of this YouTube channel is Harivansh Narayan English Classes and Songs. And what is a special in this channel, that you will get several type of educational topics to be discussed here, to be explained here, and also you will find a spiritual, inspirational songs which will lead you on the right path. Thank you.